بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وهي تجري بهم في موج كجبل ونادى نوح ابنه وكان في مزين يا بني اركب معنا ولا تكون مع كافرين قال سأوي إلى جبل يصمني من الماء قال لا سمى يوم من أمر الله إلا من رحمه وحل بينهما في موج وكان من المغرقين ونادى نوح ربه قال ربي إن ابني من أهلي وإن وعدك لحق وإن وعدك لحق وأنت حكم حكيم قال الله يا نوح إنه ليس من أهلك وإنه عمل غير صالح ولا تسنى ما ليس لك به علم ولا تكون من الجاهلين قال ربي إني أعوذ بك أن أسألك عما ليس لي بعلم وإلا تغفر لي وترحمني وأكون من الخاسرين. صدق الله العظيم. This is what in Surah Hud, chapter 11 of the Quran. I read from verse 42, 43, 45, 46, and 47. Allah is telling us about Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, which is Nuh alayhi salam, Nuh, that he himself, when he was faced with the people of the kuffar, reaching a point whereby they all disbelieved Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah told him to build an ark. Then he decided to build a massive ark. And Allah gave him instructions saying that after you have built the ark, put therein the righteous one, those who will follow you. Amongst them humans and animals, they should be in pair, 2 by 2. And when Noah alayhi salam obeyed, after he had built the ark, he told them to come in therein, 2 by 2. All came in those who were faithful to Noah alayhi salam, but it is covered after they all came in, the ship or the ark is about to move, discovered that his son was not there. That's what the Quran says. وَهِيَ تَجْرِي بِهِمْ فِي مَوْجٍ كَالْجَبَالِ When he got to move like a mountain, he sighted his son. His son was behind. He was not in the ship, on the ark. He said to his son, يَا بُنَيَّ, what are you doing there? وَنَادَى نُوحًا ابْنَهُ وَكَانَ فِي مَنزِلِهِ He was in his path. يَا بُنَيَّ, said to his son, اركب معنا, come with us. Let's go. لا تكون مع الكافر. Don't be among those who are kafir, who are unbelievers. Because those who are unbelievers, they are outside the ship, the ark. So the son replied, look at what he said. It will be a lesson for us, unbelievers, that we should learn from this story because it's an important and impactful story. When we learn from this story, we put it in the back of our hearts to guide us as a channel to the right path. What Allah says in that verse, that what the son replied the father, Nuh alayhi salam, the son said that Sa'awi, soon I will climb on the mountain. Sa'awi ila jabal yasimuni min al-ma. Then when I climb on the mountain will protect me from the water. Then Nuh alayhi salam laughed and smiled. You don't know anything. He said, La asima yawma min amri Allah. On that day, this particular day, no one shall be saved. When he says, when Prophet Nuh alayhi salam was saying that لَأَسِّمَ يَوْمَ مِنْ أَمْرِ اللَّهِ إِلَّا مَنْ رَحِمَ. Then he continued, وَحَلُّ بَيْنَهُمَا الْمَوْجُ. There was between a separation came up between them and the deluge, the flood covered them between the son and the father. And that was the end of the son. And Allah says, وَكَانَ مِنَ الْمُغْرَقِينَ. He became among those who were drowned by the deluge. This is what Allah says in the Quran. Then, based on the relationship between Nuh alayhi salam and his son, he decided to feel so simple, so affectionate, so passionate, so like he was feeling so sad. The father said having a son was so sad. So he came down crying to his Lord. And the Quran says, in the same following verse, Allah says, وَنَادَ نُوحِ رَبَّهُ. He came and shouted, prayed and called his Lord, Ya Lord, oh my Lord, قَالَ رَبِّي إِنَّ إِبْنِي مِنْ أَهْلِي. This is my son. Oh, yeah, what have you done to my son, Ya Lord? My son is gone. But your promise, what was your promise? إِنَّ وَعِدَكَ لَحَقٌّ. The promise is always the right, it's always the truth. So now what happened to my son? If your promise is truth and what is fulfilling, then what happened to my son? When he continued after he had said that, he said, وَأَنْتَ حَكُّمَ حَكِمِينَ. So he realized, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam realized, he came back to his senses, that you are the one who is the final of all judges. You are the one who gives all the final judgments. You are the judge of all judges. So you have the one to decide whatever you want. Decide whatever you want. Allah is telling us, he just thought back and said, I made a mistake by complaining to Allah, to you, Lord. Now I realized my position now, that you are the one who is أَنْتَ حَكُّمَ حَكِمِينَ. And Allah quickly replied him by saying, look at the same verse, follow the verse. Allah said to him, that, oh no, call him Nuh. As when he called his Lord, Allah called him. قَالَ يَا نُوحْ. Oh no, إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ. It's not part of your family. Allah is telling Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, that particular son, part of your family. Why? Because it says after that إِنَّهُ أَعْمَلَ غَيْرَ صَالِحٍ. We'll come to the exegesis of this verse. Why Allah says that it's not a son. Actually, it's a son, but it's not a son spiritually. Because there are two different sons. We have the Nahu Khas and Nahu A'ma. We have the meaning, the general meaning and the specific meaning. We'll come to why is Nahu Khas in this particular verse, but Nahu A'ma, general meaning. Let's look at it. Allah further said that إِنَّ أَعْمَلَ غَيْرِ صَالِحٍ. It's not your son. وَلَا تَسْأَلَ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِعِلْمٍ. Do not ask anything what you don't have knowledge of. Because when you do that, Allah says, we do that to become among those people who are what? Ignorant. Jahili. Then that was how he immediately realized himself. He came to reflection. Then Nuh alayhi salam said, قَالَ رَبِّي. Oh Lord, إِنِّي أَعُوذُ بِكَ أَنْ أَسْأَلَكَ مَا لَيْسَ لِي بِعِلْمٍ. I will not ask something that I don't have knowledge of. That I do not have the knowledge of. I will not ask. I will not ask of that. So please pardon me. وَإِلَّا تَغْفِرْ لِي وَتَرْحَمَنِي. Show me mercy. أَنَا كُنَّا مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Should not be among those people of Allah. So Allah's apostle is trying to pray to Allah, asking Allah for forgiveness. Because he had seen, not seen per se the word, he has heard that he claiming that the son, which is the one that was affected, is his son. Because he said among his believers, so it's not categorized amongst his son. Allah is correcting him. So now, in next episode, this is just a translation of the verse which I just did. It says I want to explain and give a moral lesson for what we believers learn from this ayah of the Holy Quran, Surah Hud. Come with me next episode, please, brothers and sisters. Please, I want to like and share for the benefit for our brothers and sisters to understand the Quran and live with the Quran and live by it. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.